Uh, obviously, is getting the monkey off our back somewhat. I thought we did a really good job of competing. I like the pace of the game. I thought we did a good job with the pace of the game. And although if you look at the stat sheet, we had 4 fast break points, I don't really see it as that. I'm not even sure how they define fast break points, but I like the pace of the game. I like the way we played. I thought we played with a steady pace. To start the third, we were a little bit slow, but after the first time out, I thought we picked it up again. So obviously, I was happy for Marvin. I thought he played a really great game, and I thought David, D. Jones came in and did a great job for us. He's a guy that hadn't played very much at all, if any at all, and so. I think for those guys, it just shows you the type of pros that they are. They keep themselves ready. They work out every day, and I thought they came in and did great. But I think that's the kind of pace and that's the kind of basketball we have to play to put ourselves in a position to be consistent winners.
Just to start off with some injury updates, do you have anything on Harrison at all?
Yeah, I know they took X-ray. It was negative, and our doctors are pretty optimistic that everything's going to be fine there.
And just what do you see with the Fox play, with what happened there with Fox and him getting ejected?
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I don't know what the exchange was. But obviously we would have preferred for him to be in the game. But once again, I said the other guys stepped up, and that's the kind of things that we're going to have to do. Like I said, it takes a village. We're not a team of one guy that we throw it to or 2 guys that we throw it to. We're a team that has to have different people do different things for us and step up. And I thought that's exactly what we did tonight.
Alvin, I'm kind of curious on that because you had a lot of guys step up, fought with Fox, Barnes out, already with Rashawn. You've seen a lot of basketball, and you've seen the way the next man up mentality can work. But I'm curious, just wondering about this circumstance because it seems like there's been so much pressure building up with this team. What was kind of your thought process when?
Well, it was. And, the one thing that we talk about every day, and the guys that are not playing, I go to them every single day and talk to them. And I always say at some stage during the NBA season, and this has been true for the 35 years that I've been in the NBA, I think that you will always get an opportunity at some stage during the season. And what you do with that will determine kind of what goes from there. But I just think that over the course of 82 games in the NBA and foul trouble and injuries and things like that and just personal reasons and things like that, there's situations where you have to plug guys in. And when you do, they have to take advantage of their opportunity to play. So that's kind of the way I look at it. That's the way I always look at it. And most of the guys that get an opportunity and do what like a guy like D. Jones did tonight is because they work their butt off every day in practice, and they keep themselves in great shape, and they prepare for a situation where when they're called upon that they can help our team.
Coach.
Sorry, Tony. Yeah, hey, Coach. Marvin made a couple mistakes early in the fourth and looked like Alex was getting up to come in for him, and you made the decision to stick with Marvin, and it paid off. Just wondering what kind of went behind your thought process on riding it out with Marvin.
Well, actually, he was coming in for D. Jones.
For D. Jones, okay.
Yeah, so we no, Marvin was going to stay in the game, and he was coming in for D. Jones. And this is the kind of team that we got. I think right after that, right before that, D. Jones had an and-one play where he made a layup, and Alex says, hey, maybe let's leave him, And I think when you have a team that's unselfish, that worried about the betterment of the team rather than their individual minutes and numbers, I think that's a good thing.
Coach, on top of the bench scoring 61 points, Tristan and Marvin came up with 8 rebounds apiece. How do you feel about that? That stat right there, because you did say you got to work on the rebounding.
The rebounding thing has been a problem for us, and I thought we did a great job of attacking the board tonight. We had 14 offensive rebounds. so that was good. But I thought the bench came in and played great for us, and that's what you have to have. And we from the start of the season, we always felt like we had depth and that we were going to be able to play a lot of guys. And, tonight they came through for us. Some of our guys, struggled. And when the bench got in the game, they did a good job of staying level and even giving us a lead. So we'll continue to try to do that. To me, though, the most important thing was I just thought, and we have to go back and look at it, but I thought the pace of the game was really important to us because I think that's where, as I said, that's our biggest asset is that we have speed, and I think we got to find a way to use that night in and night out.
Alvin, you talked about opportunities for players, and everybody's going to get one over the course of a season. Marvin certainly had opportunities here in the past, and it seems like he's getting one here as well. Is this a chance for him? I don't know if you want to call it another opportunity or a fresh start or whatever. Is this an opportunity for that?
I don't know if I would use a fresh start, but. He had an opportunity to play tonight, and he took advantage of that. And I think that's kind of what it is, right? He took advantage of an opportunity to be out on the floor, and he played well enough that he earned extended minutes, and I think that's all good.
Alvin, you talked about it on Monday, just needing that one win. Do you think this is something that can be a catalyst for you guys to move forward, especially the way that it had happened where – without Holmes, without Barnes, without Fox on the stretch, you guys needed some guys to step up?
Well, I think it's a real positive. I think it's one step of being a real positive thing. So, obviously, we got a monumental task ahead of us. In our next game, we go to L.A. and play, and they're coming home from a trip. So, we still just have to try to get to the point where we're consistent in what we're doing. And it doesn't matter who we play or the quality of opponent that we play. We have to be consistent in what we're doing, and then we can evaluate from there. But I do think that the thing of playing with pace is going to be important as we move forward. Obviously, we got to improve on our rebounding, as we talked about. And then I thought we did a good job of really managing our turnovers tonight. We didn't have very many turnovers and very few live turnovers. So. I think when you play with those kind of stats, it gives you an opportunity to maybe come away with a win.
Yeah, Alvin, kind of on the topic of playing with pace, how much is that factored in when you're throwing Marvin and Damian out there for extended minutes, two guys that can really run? Is that a primary factor in them getting
Well, we tried to keep, those guys on the floor, a couple of them on the floor all the time. And I think, obviously, we've talked to them about pushing the basketball every possession, and even if we have a play call, pushing it to the point where we have an extra couple of seconds on the shot clock because we have pushed the basketball and not really casually walked it up.
Coach, we got one more on Zoom. Christos Saltis, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all. That turnaround from the loss against the Sixers and tonight's win, what was the biggest difference and the biggest improvement of your team?
Well, I think the biggest difference was that we had an opportunity and we took advantage of an opportunity to play with pace. As I said, we'd like to be in a position where we get the 100 shots up if we could, but that's not that's not as important as playing with pace and moving the basketball and making quick decisions, shooting the open shots when we have the opportunity. And just getting into a rhythm, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So we got in more of a rhythm tonight. I thought we had our moments in the Sixer game, but we weren't consistent as we were tonight. All right, I appreciate it, guys.